Hey guys, just going to summarize kind of the sequence we've been working today and why we're doing it. Okay, just the ability from a normal place to just step offline no matter what and do it consistently and easily so you're where you have to be. We're doing this from a more upright place, right? We do a lot of training, staying in your L, like doing a lot of movement down here, doing all the footwork exercises. Okay, eventually you want to be able to translate all of that kind of external depth and root and have the same feeling no matter where you are, what level. If you're just like walking around normally, this is where you are, and I don't think most of us are walking around like this most of the time, so that's the purpose of that, and that's the purpose of this next exercise. Okay, so the first one, I'm just gonna have hands at side, and Keith is just gonna run through me, and I'm just supposed to get offline with as little contact as possible. Ideally, it just brushes your t-shirt, okay? If it's slightly more than that, that's fine. But what we do not want to be doing is getting way out of the way, taking big steps, okay? We want to just barely brush and without doing anything to stop him or anything like that, okay? From any angle. It could be here, and if you notice, every time, whatever he does, right, I'm just moving both my feet and getting offline and ending up in a normal position, right? I do not want to do this and end up in some weird position. I don't want to pivot but leave one foot in place. No, it's just literally the stepping across the line drills in any direction, right? And just ending up normal. And I'm there. In terms of timing, it is better to be too early than too late. Because if I have my balance and I'm doing stuff right, if I go too early, I can always step again, right? So for example, start from a little further away, Keith. The idea with timing here is if I can wait till the best time, I can step offline, and if he's in motion, he can't change to follow me, right? Everyone understand that? Okay, especially if he's going really fast, right? Boom, he can't change to follow me. Now, if I go too early, go slowly so I can explain, right? And he can change to, hold on, go slower. If I go too early and he can change to follow me, guess what? I step again, okay? Because here, now, just go fast and try to follow me. Okay, if I have the balance and wherewithal, go again, change to follow me. You notice if I have the, if I'm just stepping efficiently and short and balanced, I can always step again. If I'm too late, well, that's I'm just too late, right? So I'd rather you be right on time. But when in doubt, be too early than late, and just be ready to maybe step again if you need to. Okay? Any direction, and stay close. All right? Everyone understand this? Pretty simple. Okay? And then the next thing we did, told you to start with your hands up here, right? Not reaching out anywhere, not anything like that. Just keeping your hands up near your chin and throat. And what Keith is going to do now, I'll do it to you, Keith. So start with your hands up here. As I go towards Keith, instead of just walking or running, again, you should progress to, running, like surprising each other a little. I'm now free to do anything, okay? And it shouldn't be predictable. I'm not gonna now go like this. Right? Nothing like that, okay? So if you notice, if Keith's there, I might, right? Keith's there, I might, boom. I try to kick, might try to do that or something, okay? And the idea is, no matter what I do, Keith does not get distracted by any of this. He just moves his body away. I can try to follow him, right? But if I do and he's moving right, he'll either be able to move again or it'll be too late for me to follow him, right? So literally, anything I can do to confuse him. And the reason why his hands are up, if for example I come in and I put my hands wide, he can just let this pass now, let it pass. Okay, so you notice if I'm here, anything Keith's doing, as I get offline, I can just, even if his hands are going wide, I can just barely touch it, let it pass. I'm not supposed to do this. Do not stop anything, okay? Ideally, whatever Keith does, I'm just stepping offline, very close, and he goes past. But if there is stuff that's like, he's doing his hands wide and they're close to my head, I have these hands just to brush it by, not stop it, just, keep myself a little better protected, right? So it doesn't matter what Keith doing. He could go low, high, kick, punch, whatever. I'm just stepping offline, same way as before, very simple. I can face him, I can not face him, whatever the situation is. Okay, so that was the next exercise. And then the next progression from there starts the same way, keeps doing the same thing. The only difference is, as he passes, I want to just put my hands very, very lightly in nice places. Okay, so you notice I'm not trying to do this. I'm not trying to stop him. I'm not trying to engage his arms. I don't care what his arms are doing. The main thing here, again, is just getting offline, letting him pass. But at the same time I keep my hands very light. I keep them to myself. Sorry. And I just try to put them in a nice place, like near his eyes, near his head, depending on the angle, depending on what he's doing, right? Might be this, might be on the other side of his head as well. Very, very gentle. I'm not hurting him. I'm definitely not affecting his motion. But the idea is, no matter what happens, he's even like coming from behind or something, I can get offline and get my hands in a good place, okay? And likewise, all of these, I'm showing with one person. Guys, come here, right? Just do the first one. So all hands down, right? I want to be able to, no matter who's coming, move efficiently and just continue to move and not be caught, right? Very, very simple. Yeah, keep going, guys, all at once, right? I want to keep all of them in sight at all times and just go. If I'm not quite out of the way at first, if they follow me, I just move again, right? Very, very simple. Move, don't just stand there, right? Okay, so they keep trying to, their point is to just bowl me over, right? If the drill doesn't actually work, stay there, Keith, if everyone just starts going like this. Okay, because, what does he have to move from there, right? But yeah, Keith, you be in the middle now, right? We're all just walking at you. And his idea is just to continue to stay offline, have just the barest minimum contact, right? And now I'm in the middle again. What was the next thing? I have my hands up. They can do whatever they want with their hands, right? Okay, and I'm just moving offline, and I want to check myself every time. I want to be ending up in a normal place. Notice where my feet are. Just normal. Come again, Keith. I don't want to end up like this, right? Or like this, or like this. If Marty's coming at me, I don't want to just leave one foot here and step like in this weird place, right? Anyone who's coming at me from whatever angle, right? As little motion as possible, and I'm just there, right? Wherever it has to be. I do not want to be moving them or trying to engage with them. It's coming at me again. Just trying to do as little contact, as little engagement as possible, okay? So that's how we're running these drills. And then, of course, what did we just do in the next step if these guys are coming at me, right? Just touching, wherever it's easy, okay? Missed there. Touching, right? Touching, whatever it is, doesn't matter, okay? And guys, try to actually not just do like kind of stupid moves, but actually try to hit, okay? No. Marty, what did I just say before? Not this, okay? So legit might be, right? Actually trying to hit. If I'm coming towards Keith, if I'm coming towards Keith, boom, right? Actually, I have a target in mind. Boom, might be trying to tee off. Might be trying to kick him right in the balls, okay? So that's the idea. So if all these guys are coming at once in that spirit, I just need to be able to step offline and go, okay? Nothing more than that, okay? And trying to keep my hands to myself as much as possible. So even when I'm reaching out to touch their face, I'm not doing this. Notice how that totally throws off my body, okay? I'm just stepping offline and putting my hands here. Not doing this, right? Or anything like that. Come real fast, Keith. Right? Setting offline and just putting my hands in the places, okay? Clear enough? Okay, and then the next thing that's gonna happen from here, gonna work with partners, basically gonna do contact flow from here. Keeps running towards me, right? Whoop. And now we flow, but with that same spirit. So if you notice, I'm not battling with him, I'm not like trying to knock him off balance or anything like that. I'm moving offline and just trying to get my hands in good places, okay? Staying as soft and light as possible, not caring what he's doing, Okay, is this make sense? Okay, I'm coming at Keith now, right? Right, and now, see Keith, you're trying to do so much. Instead of trying to do so much, just try to keep moving offline and get your hands in good places. Right? And I'm trying to do the same, just trying to stay as light as possible. Just trying to stay very close, just like we were doing before. Okay, and we go from there. Make sense? Just a little different focus and contact flow. Doesn't mean you can't bring in all the other elements, right? If Keith's coming at me, right? Yeah, I'm getting offline, I'm going here, right? And then I drop and use the leg, boom, you know, whatever else. This all is legit. But for now, to really get this feeling of staying as uncommitted as possible and always moving offline, right? And just getting my hands there. Okay, not trying to hit him hard, not giving him a big challenge, just getting my feet in good places and getting my hands in good places. Does this make sense?